Hey there, hope everyone is well. Just going to do a little shuffling. Connecting. Let's ask the angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our energy for divine guidance with messages for our highest and greatest good, and so it is. Anchoring in the love, holding it in our collective space. So it is, and so it will be. All right. Ooh, Seven of Wands. Definitely standing up for what you believe in, standing up for cause, holding your ground, understanding like you're protected and maybe you protect others. There is something that you have reached some sort of higher ground on as well. With all the wands in the upright and kind of, it's almost like there's support here. It's almost like you're not battling this alone. If you're feeling like you're going through something, there's also this divine support with the angel in the corner there. Every time I see this card, it's Joan of Arc all day to me. So if Joan of Arc resonates with you, then this message could be for you. I feel like you're being called to stand up and do what's right. Wheel of Fortune. There is something here that, you know, you're doing to help others. I'm getting like you're standing up and doing the work, okay? And some of what you're here to do is to help others on the wheel, right? Learning the lessons, applying the lessons, integrating, and then moving on, right? There's lessons playing out here. You very much could be you know, someone who people deal with and they learn a lesson from. There's a bit of that. And then I also have fate and destiny here. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it talks about like change. That's the one thing you can rely on is change and the cycles of life. I saw the six, is it this? Yeah, Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. There very much could be somebody who is trying to prevent a cycle from closing. I feel like it's as a result of them being accountable for their own actions. Okay, I feel like the divine, there's some sort of like someone is stepping on someone else. Like there's this pressure. Someone is most definitely feeling the pressure to make changes in their life. They may be very reluctant. They may, you know, avoid this type of thing. There is something that they're being called to face, and I feel like they're in some sort of avoidance of this. And I feel like it's as a result of learning something, completing something, and moving on. I'm also getting this energy very much could be feeling afflicted, feeling like, you know, nothing works out for them and it's everyone else's fault and they're battered and bruised as a result of everybody else. But that's the part that needs to change, is that they're the cause of their own grief, their own, I guess, feeling like, you know, they've been through it. There's this energy of like needing a break, wanting a break, feeling tired, feeling exhausted. An Empress, an Emperor. The Lovers. I feel like there were decisions that were made regarding a contract here that maybe put somebody in a position to defend themselves. And this might have been somebody who was meant to co-create, but instead there was this abuse of power I'm getting. There's some sort of competition here, or there was some sort of like needing support. Right? There's this like changing of the guards. Changing of the guards. Let's see. Divine Femme, Divine Masculine is whose energy I'm picking up on. as it relates to this reading. So somebody who's in a father figure position, someone who's a leader. This also could be divine feminine. So take it how it might resonate. Both of these energies very much could be in a leadership position or leading with authority, understanding that they're here for a mission and they're here to stand up and do what's right. And I'm getting to make changes in the world. There's something that's like a much bigger picture than maybe what's been playing out. There's this like fate and destiny here. There's a union as well. And then I have a King of Cups, and I saw the King of Pentacles. So there's some masculine energy also in the mix here. We'll see what we get. Seven of Pentacles talks about making wise investments, focusing on what's in front of you, and nurturing and working on things in your physical reality. So maybe there's projects, things that you're being guided to put energy into. It's part of development, right? The 7 is investing in oneself and personal development. Okay. Accepting challenges and responsibilities when it comes to real life situations. There could be someone like not engaging with others and focusing on themselves alone. This is a card of like independence. King of Swords. There is this like intelligence. There is this spoken word. Someone may work on things and it is maybe the spoken word. It could be a mentor. It could be someone who advocates, studying, some sort of maybe teacher, mentor as well, is seeing maybe what you've been creating. So there's like observing something from afar. It could be a counterpart. It could be someone that you may receive divine messaging from. This is like the law of gender as well. So it's kind of like understanding those principles, right? Ancient wisdom, ancient knowledge, right? Expanding your wisdom, your knowing, so that you can apply it and share it. There's this like information sharing going on. Queen of Wands. 5 of Wands, Page of Wands. So I feel like this is a couple here who might have worked with others to try to create some sort of outcome. There was something that was done or something's being done creatively. Maybe some sort of creative expression. Maybe it's art, music, some sort of entrepreneur business type thing that you're tapping into. This also can be like making plans, trying to ruin someone's plans, someone feeling like they need to compete. There is this like entanglement going on here. I feel like someone is minding their own business where someone is not. Okay, so there's like observing from afar and working with others to create some sort of dissonance. But what they're finding is that they're creating, and this is their experience. So whatever they're sending might be returning. We'll get more. There's the Lovers again. I feel like this is like chaos and drama and competition. So there's an energy here that someone feels like they need to compete with you. And I feel like it's a masculine and feminine, depending on your situation. I'm picking up on both in the energy. The King of Swords can be very like cutting, blunt, passive aggressive. This is someone who's very like, their Queen of Wands is creative and passionate and purposeful when, in their North Node. I'm getting with the Queen of Wands, this is someone who has some sort of spiritual abilities. The King of Swords might be actually speaking truth about this Queen of Wands and this group and what they tried to do, where you needed to defend and stand your ground in the first place. All right. They may have tried to prevent you from closing a cycle. And so I'm getting they may have worked with others to do so. And I'm getting like this King of Swords could be someone who's going to speak some truth. You may not see this communication coming. I feel like this also represents authority, an authority figure. Someone who could be in the military, police, a lawyer, something like that. Someone could be getting caught up. Or this King of Swords very much could have been put in competition too by this Queen of Wands. So, a few different things here going on. We'll get more information. The Death. So there's some sort of transformation playing out. There's an ending here. It's like whatever they thought that they could create new for themselves is being stopped. So whatever they've tried to manifest or create is being stopped, blocked. It's like created some sort of ending, some sort of demise. Going from the unknown to known. So maybe what they were doing behind the scenes is what's coming to light. Going from the unknown to the known. And how they did this with others. Hierophant. Two of Cups. Star. I feel like what they were trying to manifest and create was an ending so that there wouldn't be healing in a situation. There wouldn't be this union coming in for the healer energy. I feel like wanting to create some sort of depletion so that there wouldn't be any life force energy to bring to the table when it comes to a partnership or dynamic. So it's like somebody wanted to create someone's demise so that this wouldn't come to fruition, but come to find out, like, they messed with a divine being here. And as a result, any action taken against them has been ended. There's an ending that's here. I feel like there's also this like faith. Somebody didn't take into account how strong your faith is and your hope and your positivity and your will to hold faith regardless of what anyone tries to put you through. I feel like they underestimated you and your faith. You hold the Holy Spirit. And they think that they have more power than God. They're going to learn a very difficult spiritual lesson here. There's that. It's like how we show up in our environment, how we show up in the different areas of our life, right? This applies to, our family, right? Are we learning lessons based on our family dynamics? Are we continuing the same pattern over and over again, or are we making changes to become better? Are we learning what we need to learn when it comes to religion, society, belief systems, as well as school? And where does our loyalty lie? Do we have loyalty to anything? Are we loyal even to ourselves? So it's kind of like, this is coming up for whoever I'm picking up on here. I feel like you're loyal, right? And I'm getting like, they're not. I don't feel like there's loyalty among thieves here. Okay? All right. Fool card. This experience was a catalyst for a new beginning here. One that you may not have realized was the point of all this. I guess with the moon, it's kind of like being able to bring to light so that something could be closed and finalized. There's like this finale. There's a finale. And I feel like you're being seen now for who you truly are. And I'm also getting they're being seen for who they truly are as well. And there is this new beginning, this new start, this innocence and naivete about it too. Maybe they thought you were naive, but behind the scenes, this is truly who you are. You will battle. You will throw down. You will stand your ground regardless. And it's faith. They can't rock your faith. All right. And so this is you walking with spirit and also being free. There's this like freeness, free spirited. Okay. You're free spirited. Hanged Man, bottom of the deck. Moon card is telling me that like there's a lot of hidden secrets. There's a lot of things here that, you know, we're operating from a shadow that needed to come to light so that it could be released, so that there could be this new round, right? New cycle representing the new beginning here. It's, you know, clearing karmic debt, right? So that as a light worker, star being, whatever you want to call yourself, you can be of service to help those that you come across and do the same thing. This might be something that you're working on, okay? So you going through your process helps others to go through theirs in some way. I feel like things are coming to light here. There's a strong subconscious, psychic, intuitive energy here. There's also a bit of fear. A fear of the unknown. Fear of the unseen. Maybe there was this energy that used to feed off of yours, which no longer can, because you have moved on from them and have chosen yourself in the situation. So there might have been things coming up for you that helped you to free yourself. And it had something to do with the subconscious mind. And it also had something to do with your spiritual calling here. And the fact that you're meant to experience the dark and the light and then be somewhere in between. This is you learning what you need to learn here, practicing, tapping into ancient wisdom and knowledge, and anchoring in some sort of prosperity, harmony, peace. This is the seed of creation. So it's like you're understanding the laws of the universe, and you very much could be in a position to share this somehow. It's like walking by faith, okay? You know, and then there's the veil, there's the moon, there's things unseen, unknown, hidden secrets. That's the bottom of the deck, sorry. All right, so I feel like you're moving on in union with oneself and spirit, okay? You are supported by the universe. This is representing like a new phase, a new cycle, right? Like looking at the Fool and the moon, right? Embarking on a new journey. Not everything is seen or known, but there's faith here. There's trust in this process here. We have the Magician clarifying the Emperor. So you have strong spiritual power and authority. This also can be someone who's coming in to work with you. They also have a lot of resources and abilities themselves. This is something that maybe they're a leader in their field in some way, shape, or form. So there's wisdom and knowledge here because this represents the teacher, the alchemist, the creator. All right. So there's like strong creator energy here. There's strong like occult energy here too. And I mean occult in the sense of like knowing ancient wisdom and knowledge and applying it now in the physical, because this represents the present moment. Okay, this represents the now. It's like tapping into your abilities, receiving divine guidance when it comes to sharing what you are here to do. There is this work you're meant to do together. And it's kind of like you're independently working on yourselves as a result of, you know, coming into union with yourself and the divine as we'll also call in this union with this energy that I'm picking up on over here, the divine feminine, divine masculine. I feel like